tall, dark, creepy, and sinister. These are the words that people have used to describe the Hat Man, a spooky, shadowy figure often described as wearing a dark coat and a hat that appears in bedrooms when people are falling asleep or first waking up. Hi everyone, Shika here and welcome to Underworld. Underworld is a series where we take a closer look at monsters, mythologies, and folklore. Here we dive into the preternatural and look behind the veil into other dimensions. Today, we are diving into the shadows to unravel the spine-chilling mystery that has haunted many, the Hat Man, a figure that emerges from the shadows shrouded in darkness and secrets. But before we peel back the layers of this enigma, make sure you are subscribed and have that notification bell ringing. We are your portal to all things mysterious and you won't want to miss what we have to uncover next. Who or what is the Hat Man? Is it a manifestation of negative or a malevolent entity? Or is it a mere psychological phenomena linked to sleep disorders and stress? Let's step into the darkness together. Welcome to Underworld, where mysteries come to light. The inspiration for today's episode actually came from a comment right here on the channel. And Rachel Y writes, "My sister is a narc and said a Hatman demon came to her and made a deal with her when she was 13. Another commenter, Risserine, writes, "The narc I am with told me a story of how the devil came knocking on his window when he was 12. Often on this channel, you'll hear me state that pathological narcissists are people that have accepted an evil spirit. And this evil spirit is the one that you are interacting with today, because that dark energy, that dark presence has overcome their light force. So they essentially have been overwritten or overpowered or oppressed. You'll also hear me state that pathological narcissists at their core behave somewhere between the ages of about 5 and 12 years old. And that is when the abandonment happened. Understand that when you're dealing with pathological narcissists, you are dealing with lost souls, severely underdeveloped souls, and they have been lost since childhood. In Off Water and the Spirit, healer, author, and shaman Malidoma Patrice Somi writes this about lost souls. "It is like being a ghost trapped in the crack between the worlds, severed from both, but with no hope of any help. It would be like never being able to die, but also being unable to live." The Hat Man generally likes to target children, however, others have also seen him. Months later writes, "I've seen him and so did my oldest son and a few of my other relatives. He used to hang out around my childhood home. I knew I wasn't seeing things. I called him the man with the black hat. I no longer live there and never seen him since." And we have another comment here by the Prodigal Prophecies. "Yes, I've seen him, and my life went upside down after this encounter." In today's video, I'll share with you a good overview of the Hat Man, what he looks like, where you may encounter him, and finally we'll wrap up exactly what he is. So without further ado, let's delve deeper into the underworld. The Hat Man is a mysterious and often malevolent supernatural figure that is commonly reported in various paranormal accounts and personal testimonies. Descriptions of the Hat Man share certain consistent features, with the most prominent being the figure's distinctive appearance, wearing a wide-brimmed hat, often likened to a fedora or a top hat, and a long trench coat. The most striking feature is the hat that obscures the figure's face, making it difficult for witnesses to discern any facial features. The figure is reported to exude an aura of malevolence, leading some to interpret the Hat Man as a harbinger of negative events or as a malevolent entity. Now, let's delve deeper into what the Hat Man looks like. Descriptions of the Hat Man vary, but there are several recurring features that people commonly report in their encounters with this paranormal figure. Number 1, tall and shadowy. The Hat Man is typically described as a tall, shadowy figure. Witnesses often emphasize the darkness surrounding the figure, making it difficult to discern specific detail. He is always tall, 6 feet at minimum, more often 8 to 10 feet, causing him to crouch and hunch over. Number 2 is the wide-brimmed hat. The most distinctive feature of the Hat Man is the hat itself. Witnesses consistently report that the figure wears a hat with a wide brim, often compared to styles like a fedora or a top hat. The hat is usually pointed in a way that obscures the figure's face, adding an element of mystery and dread to the encounter. Number 3 is a trench coat or a long coat. In addition to the Hat Man is often described as wearing a long trench coat or cloak that extends down to the ground. This flowing garment contributes to the overall ominous and mysterious appearance of the figure itself. Number 4 is no visible or obscured facial features. One of the unsettling aspects of the Hat Man is the lack of visible facial features. Witnesses commonly report that the figure's face is obscured by the brim of the hat or by the shadowy darkness surrounding it. For those that do get to see some facial features, they describe the Hat Man as having red, glowing eyes. And number 5 is a silent and menacing presence. The Hat Man is often associated with a silent and menacing presence. Witnesses frequently describe a feeling of intense fear, dreadful fear, or oppression during encounters. Next, we will get into where people normally encounter this entity. Encounters with the Hat Man have been reported in various locations, but certain patterns emerge in the accounts of those who claim to have experienced this phenomenon. The majority of times, he comes to people in some phase of sleep, falling asleep, sleeping, or waking up, but he has also been seen while awake. Here are 5 of the most common settings where people report encountering the Hat Man. Number 1, bedrooms. Many encounters with the Hat Man are reported to take place in bedrooms, particularly during the night. Witnesses often describe waking up to find the shadowy figure standing near their bed or in the corner of the room. Number 2 is hallways and corridors. Some individuals report encountering the Hat Man in hallways or corridors, both in residential and public spaces. The figure may appear suddenly and then vanish, leaving a lasting impression on those who witness it. Number 3 is dreams and nightmares. Some encounters with the Hat Man are described as occurring within the realm of dreams or nightmares. Witnesses report seeing the figure in their dreams, often experiencing a sense of terror and helplessness. Number 4 is abandoned places. The Hat Man is sometimes associated with encounters in abandoned buildings, old houses, or desolate locations. The eerie atmosphere of such places may also contribute to the intensity of the reported experiences. And number 5 is vehicles. There are accounts of people encountering the Hat Man while driving or parked in their vehicles. The figure may appear outside the car or even in the rearview mirror, creating a distressing and unsettling experience. The Hat Man is often associated with the phenomena of sleep paralysis. He can appear to anyone at any time, but patterns show that he often comes around people who are in turmoil. Hence, the Hat Man is associated with being a harbinger of negative events, sometimes with paranormal activity, including instances of sleep paralysis, nightmares, and feelings of oppression. The Hat Man is often linked to episodes of sleep paralysis, a phenomenon where individuals experience temporary paralysis upon waking or falling asleep. During these episodes, people may report seeing the Hat Man in close proximity, standing next to their bed, standing on their bed, or even standing on their chest. This figure again is often reported to exude a sense of malevolence, instilling fear and dread in those who witness it. So, who exactly is the Hat Man? Or better yet, what is he? In the broadest definition, we could say that he is a dark entity or a manifestation of an interdimensional being, a demon, or the devil itself. Understand that when we are talking about demons or the devil, they are not people. They are not human beings. They are energy beings, a palpable dark force. Just like BEKs, black-eyed kids, the Hat Man is a manifestation of malevolence. If you are unfamiliar with BEKs or black-eyed people, please watch Underworld episode 1 in full. However, I will provide a quick synopsis here. Black-eyed people are children, adolescents, or adults that share one trait in common: unnaturally black eyes. When we are talking about black-eyed people here, we are not describing dark irises. Their entire eyes appear black with little or no white showing, hence no sclera. And the sclera is the white part of someone's eyes. Encounters with black-eyed kids, for example, usually involve these children approaching individuals, often at night or in secluded areas, and asking for help or trying to gain access into their homes or vehicles. Witnesses often report feeling an overwhelming sense of dread and fear during these encounters. And in episode 1, I closed off the episode mentioning that you should not accept any invitation from black-eyed children or black-eyed people. This means that you should not help them. Do not accept anything from them. Do not let them into your house to use your bathroom. Do not let them into your home or your car. Do not empathize with it. The Hat Man operates just like black-eyed people. They operate from the same malevolent source. You may call this malevolent source hell or Hades, darkness, demons, the devil, El Diablo, etc. The Hat Man wants to consume you. It wants your soul. Understand that a lot of these entities can shapeshift. So sometimes they may shapeshift into the Hat Man, black-eyed kids, animals, or they may remain formless. Regardless of its form or formlessness, they have one intention, and that is to destroy, to cause chaos and derision. It feeds on pain and trauma. Listen to that little voice in your head. You call it intuition. However, understand that intuition is your spiritual ability of discernment. Do not reason away your instincts. Encounters with evil, especially for the first time, normally leaves you revulsed or confused. Do not be confused. You saw exactly what you saw. An entity from the underworld. Your gut, your instincts will tell you exactly what it is to do. Do not allow your conscious mind to talk you out of your discernment. And there you have it, fellow seekers of the unknown. The Hat Man, a shadowy figure that haunts our deepest fears. If you've ever had your own encounter with this mysterious entity or any other chilling paranormal experiences, share your stories down below. We'd love to hear from you. If you've enjoyed our journey into the realms of darkness and mystery, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to NarcDojo, ensure that you hit that subscribe button and join our community of thrill seekers and mystery enthusiasts. We've got plenty more spine-tingling content headed your way. Remember, the shadows may hold secrets, but the truth is out there, waiting to be discovered. Until our next venture into the unknown, stay curious, stay vigilant, and never be afraid to shine a light on the mysteries that lurk in the dark. Thank you for joining us on this underworldly journey. We will see you in the next episode, if you dare.